I remember my first Wal-Mart skateboard. There's a reason that Wal-Mart skateboards are the punchline to many skateboarders' jokes. Because, well, Walmart isn't necessarily the hot and cool place to go and buy a skateboard. Walmart is basically the go-to spot for Auntie Barb when she's having a panic attack because she blanked on her 5-year-old nephew's birthday. And now Auntie Barb is wandering the aisles clueless about little Michael's interests because, let's be honest, she just spent way too much time scrolling Facebook on that dang phone of hers instead of bonding with her little nephew. And the only thing she really knows about Michael the nephew is that he is obsessed with this thing called Minecraft. And lo and behold, in the middle of Auntie Barb's mental breakdown, a skateboard appears with the magical words on it, Minecraft. And she's sold. Now, does little Michael, the 5-year-old snot-faced Minecraft king, really want a skateboard? Probably not, but he loves the Steve, and if the Steve's on a skateboard, well, Auntie Barb might as well just hit the gritty in the middle of the Walmart aisle as she strolls out with the skateboard in hand. So our question today is, why are Walmart skateboards so bad? And how the flip did we even get in this ding-dang space to begin with? It's sometime in the early 2000s. The ZooPal ads are blaring on TV screens across the country. And what do parents place on the ZooPal plates? The culinary masterpiece, Bagel Bites. So why am I talking about hot small bagel zaws in a video about Wally World boards? Well, because the man who's selling us these hot circles, none other than Mr. Anthony Hawk himself, aka Tony Hawk. The late 90s and early 2000s were the golden era of skateboarding infiltrating pop culture. You couldn't flip on a random made-for-TV movie without catching a glimpse of some skateboarder doing their thing. I still have this burned-in image in my brain of the first time I watched Max Keeble's Big Move and getting whiplash when I saw Tony Hawk just casually skating in the street. That scene alone made me go goblin mode. With skateboarding skyrocketing in popularity during this era, big retail stores couldn't resist the allure of these 4-wheeled pieces of wood. And they got those skateboards in their store faster than the money signs could fade from their big old cartoon eyes. You know what I'm talking about. That's how I imagine all CEOs in that era, just like, aruga, aruga. Enter Mr. Walmart, who, after a quick Google search, or probably like Ask Jeeves back in that day, hey yo, where's my Jeeve heads at? Mr. Walmart asked Jeeves about skateboarding and bada bing, bada boom, discovered that skateboards could actually set you back a pretty penny. Now, the parents and relatives strolling the aisles of Walmart aren't exactly itching to drop a fat Benjamin on a gift that their kid is gonna forget about in maybe 30 minutes tops. So what does Mr. Walmart do? Well, he rallies the troops and says this, and this is verbatim. Hot dang, we gotta get those skateboards in the store pronto, boys. But of course, you know these CEO cartoon type people. They gotta cut some corners to make as much profit as possible. So they snatch up the cheapest berries in town, throw the grip tape directly into the garbage and replace it with a fresh coat of black paint, and boom. Budget-friendly skateboard is born, because who needs a fancy skateboard when you can make one so cheap that the price tag isn't going to make the parents faint? Now, unfortunately, the world is crawling with Walmart skateboards, and it makes me want to vomit a little knowing that there are 25 pages of results when you simply type in the word skateboard on Walmart's website. Let's run through some of the bigger names of Walmart skateboards that you will most likely see if for some reason you are shopping at Walmart, specifically in the skateboard aisle. Seems like a great time if you ask me. Seems like a hot date night, you know? Like the sun or the stars, Kryptonics has been there since the beginning of time. As far back as I can remember, I have always associated Kryptonics with Walmart skateboards and, bad times. It's one of those things where you see a brand new skateboarder with a Kryptonic skateboard, and you're happy to see a new skateboarder, but at the same time, you kind of feel bad for them because they are on the skateboard equivalent of a busted-down 1996 Toyota Corolla with a missing side mirror and a memorial sticker on the back window. Ripped my boy Big Onion, though. Now, a quick little history of Kryptonics. They were actually founded in 1965, and they were actually a manufacturer for products that were used in the mining and computing industry. And then one day in the 1970s, Doug Kryptonic, which I'm sure was his name, was just like, actually, we sell skateboards now. I'm done dealing with lawsuits about minors' lung. They went on to create some wheels that were actually very popular for several years, and they even had skateboarders like Stacy Peralta and Tony Alva sponsored by them at one point. But for whatever reason, probably money, they now sell complete boards at Walmart, and they are hot dog water at best and toilet water at worst. But Kryptonics isn't the only brand or company that's trying to get a little taste of that Walmart pie. We all know Mr. Anthony Hawk from Bagel Bites fame, or more professionally known by his pen name, Tony Hawk. Well, he's also got some of his boards at the old Walmart as well. Here's the thing though, as far as Walmart boards go, the Tony Hawk ones are definitely better than some of the other ones that they sell. I bought one for my nephew who just turned 3, and I was a little shocked that the skateboard wasn't just a piece of wood glued to 4 bouncy balls. It had real grip tape and bearings that actually let the wheel spin. It was honestly a pretty decent skateboard for beginners. Now, would I recommend buying one and using it if you were over the age of 4? Flip no. But for a little kid who may want to get into skateboarding, it could be a lot worse. And of course, I'm an Anthony Hawk fan, so that may have some impact on my opinions of his Wal-Mart skateboard. But even if it wasn't a T-Hawk board, I would still think it would be an alright board. I'll probably do a full review on that board at some point, so I've got to save some of my thoughts, because, you know, a boy's got to use clickbait when he can. Those are like the 2 big skateboard companies that you'll find at Walmart. But there was also a whole lot of wackadoodle ones, and I want to blast through some of those real quick. First off, and this is no joke, my first actual skateboard was this Yu-Gi-Oh board, which I'm pretty sure my parents got at a Walmart. It is kind of dope though. If I had the skateboard today, I'd be sending kickflips into the Shadow Realm on the daily. Now, like I said, Walmart is not shy with throwing some random trendy topic on a skateboard and then calling it a day. We've got the Sonic and Friends skateboard with Shadow right in the middle for all my edgelords out there. Shout out to my edgelords. And who could forget the other 4 best friends, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know what? This board is actually kind of cool. If it wasn't a Walmart board, I'd be all over this thing. Now, try to keep your excitement down for this next one, but we've got old Sponge Robber, whose face is literally being ripped off. It's kind of metal though, not gonna lie. Are all these Walmart skateboard designs actually kind of cool? Nah, never mind. Ugh. So at the end of the day, is it good to buy a skateboard from Walmart? Absolutely not, you big old nut. But it is just a fact of life that we just have to accept and move on from. I don't know. I don't want to get too political with it. The moral of the story is, I would go nuts for some bagel bites right now.